Alright, so we're gonna be checking out this video of this lady saying that men are evil and that she loves her dad, but yet at the same time she hates man. Watch this.
The inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea. Men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like, it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like, it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man.
So she said man have inflict oppression upon society. But if you go in the Bible talks about this that children will grow up to be oppressors of the people because they're ruled over by their mothers. Huh. That doesn't mean physically, it's a spiritual reference to women are the one raising the kids these days, and by the woman raising these kids because the dad is weak, he's not walking in the light to correct his wife so his wife can raise the kids properly. What ended up happening is that the mom traumatized the kid and the kid resents her. He went into his imagination in his thought to escape her, and he got stuck in hell just like his mother. His mother is living in hell and she put him in hell. And by doing that, that same kid grew up to become an oppressor of society because he has taken on the spirit of his mother. And he become just like his mother. But let's continue.
Every time something terrible happens, always a man. Like 99% of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think. I don't hate my man, I hate most men.
What?
And for me,
what the? What a mess.
I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work their way to innocent, that's not really a big deal to me. I feel very, like, convicted in that. It's very, like, if you're not awful, prove it. Quit talking about it and do it. Because the men who complain that they really hate hearing, like, oh, what about all men? Oh, all men, all men. A lot of this, not a lot of action.
That's kind of crazy though that she said she hates man, but she doesn't hate her man. Any woman that, come and say she hates man, she's right that she hates man. But if you hate one person or one man, you hate all men. And if you hate one person, you hate everyone. You yourself that has that hate and you're publicly saying that, you're evil. You're one with the devil. You have no love. No love at all. Not only that, if you hate man and if you hate the Son of God, how can God forgive you to let you into the kingdom of God? How? This woman is evil. She's one with the devil. And I'm not taking away from her saying men are evil. Everyone is evil, actually. That's why Jesus was sent to be sacrificed so we can overcome that evil. Your mission here is to overcome and to be back one with God. That is your purpose here. Any other purpose you have is of the flesh, of the devil's nature. And she need to go and forgive her father because she doesn't love her father. She may have emotional love for him, which is evil. She's one with the devil. So yeah, she's going to have some emotional love for her dad. That's not love. That's actually hate. And she needs to go and forgive her mom for imposing her will onto her by turning her away from her father. What she doesn't realize is that she's just like her mother. Her mother traumatized her and she became just like her mother. And the funniest thing, by hating man, you become just like what you hate. So she's over here saying that she hates man. What she doesn't realize is that she's become in the person that she hates. She's masculine. She looks like she's a girl boss. And she taken those same traits that a man have to be a provider, to go and till the ground. And she's not in her feminine role that God gave her to be. A feminine woman that take care of the house and a kid and to give birth. Birth is a punishment actually for disobeying the words of God. So just so you guys know that. But she's not in that feminine role because she hates the man. And by hating the man, you become just like what you hate. There's a lot of deep issue in her that she needs to work on. But first thing she needs to go and do is to go and forgive her father for not protecting her from her mother. When the hell came out of the mother, she resent her mother for throwing all that frustration onto her, and she tried to escape in her imagination, which her mother sent her into hell. And she need to go and forgive her mother for imposing her will onto her so she can be free.
How do you live at this intersection of I hate men, I see all this terrible behavior online, but I'm with a man, I'm marrying a man. And by the way, Ashley and I make fun of men too, but we have like great fathers and brothers and friends. And most do. Most women who do hate men have great fathers, brothers, and men.
What? Most women that have great fathers hate men? That's crazy.
Yeah, so we do think there's like great men. Obviously, you found one, so did Ashley. Yeah. But like, how do you live at that sort of like intersection of the two? I mean, I think it's a lot simpler than people think. I think people overcomplicate it. It's just, I'm not talking about you. But it doesn't change the inherent fact that men are evil. That is true.
But here she's saying she hates man. What she doesn't realize that she hates the weakness in man because she will get with these men and these men can't lead her properly. These men get in this relationship and now they become boys. They are getting with her not knowing that she's just like their mother. They're looking for mother's love, which does not exist. And she will get in this relationship of feelings and it will feel good. And what she's not realizing that these men are looking for mama's love from her. They'll be soft with her, give her body to body love so they can get it back from her. And she will do it out of guilt and resentment for not letting the man feel bad. And that's not love, that's hatred. And then she will judge these men and see that they're weak. And she'll break up with that man because she realized that man is a female. He's weak. And then it will be a cycle after a while. She'll get with these weak men. And then she'll end up hate man because she can't get what she's looking for from a man. Which is interesting. She's looking for a man of God, but she's not a woman of God. Which is interesting. So both both the devil in a man and the devil in her is looking for each other. And when they find it, they like it because it's a feeling. And then that feeling just drop. And now they're both fighting in the relationship for control over each other, for what each other wants. Right? But it goes for the man too because he's looking for fulfillment from the woman. Same with the woman. And they can't find it in each other. So now men start hating the weakness in women. Not knowing when they hate the woman, they're going to become just like the woman. They're going to become soft and feminine. And the women hate the weakness in man. They're going to become strong and independent. It's so funny that man and woman hate each other and they don't realize it. And now she's out here spreading hate because she's not right. She's right when she said she hates man. But if you hate one man, you hate everyone. And that's just the gist of it. Because God says, love your neighbor and thy enemy how you would like to be loved. And love your enemy because they need love. Because you yourself knows what's happening to them. So only thing you have for them is love. Because they themselves don't even know what's happening with them. So how can you judge them? You can't. You yourself didn't even know what was happening to you when you were doing all of these crazy things. When you were out there emotionally distressed, doing crazy things, using women, going crazy because you're looking for love and you can't find it in them, so you start abusing them. You start trying to control them out of insecurity. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this is just insane to me.
True. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea, men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say, your content, do you think is ever sometimes like too harsh? I think compared to what men have done to women for hundreds of thousands of years, I think I'm scratching the surface. To be honest, I think I'm tip of the iceberg. The only men.
But she's not realizing that these women that are out here complaining about these women end up creating those same men because guess what? They have these kids with these men that they thought they loved because they have an idea of how the relationship would be. They're in their imagination, didn't get what they thought they would get out of this relationship with this man. So they end up hating and resenting the man. And by doing that, they turn the kid away from the father. And these women impose the will on that same kid, treat that kid and tell that kid how to love a woman, which is a lie because women don't want emotional love. These women turn those kids into their husband. And oh, this is how you should treat a woman. So they raise these kids to be feminine. And these kids grew up to want love from a female and they found their mothers. And the woman that they find that is their mother see that they're weak and that woman will control that man and see weakness in him and she'll end up resenting him and destroy him. And she will destroy the kid in the same process that this woman raised that guy that grew up to be a dad the same way. And they creating these same issues. These women are creating the same issues and they do not realize it because evil comes through the woman because of the resentment they have of man. They become the man, they impose the will on the kids and they destroy the kids. It's just wild that they're out here complaining of the same issue that they're the one causing.
Men who get ruffled by it are men who don't feel like they measure up. And so my bringing attention to it makes them feel even more inferior than they already do. So when men get pissed off at me, like, and they get really angry at me, it's because I hit a nerve. Like, I hit something that you personally feel is not, it's like diminishing your manhood or your masculinity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that makes you feel some type of way. So instead of taking that shit out on me or other women in your life, go to therapy and unpack it. Like, unpack.
But that therapy is not going to do anything because that therapist doesn't even know what's happening. All the therapist is going to do is take money from you and you're going to keep going back. And unless you're a therapist of God, they can't help you because it's spiritual.
Why you feel that way. Why is it what I said? Why did that make you so angry? Right. Ask yourself why you feel so inferior. No one's making you feel that way. Right. Like,
there is never, ever, any, never, ever, any time you should ever be angry because a person that have anger is evil and they're one with the devil. Remember that. Because it's not you that's being angry. It's the ego that is inside of you that you have identified with, which is evil. And you're going to try to protect that evil no matter what cost it comes at. Why should something someone else said make you angry? Think about that one. Or smoking that one. Not literally smoke, but think about that one.
Doing it to yourself. So, like, I never feel that I'm being. In fact, if there were no community guidelines, I'd be a lot meaner. If I could, I'd be way worse.
All I can say, this woman, Drew, she's evil. She has no love. Not one bit drop of love in her. Because if you hate one person, you hate all person. If you hate one man but love another, it's not love, it's hate. And if you hate the man, you hate God because God created his sons. And how can God forgive you if you hate man? How can he forgive you so you can see the kingdom of heaven? How? You won't. And anyone that has anger, has hatred, is one with the devil. And guess what? They will destroy you. They will destroy you. You will become just like them if you're around them all the time because they hate the light. But let me know what you think of this video.